Hello and welcome back to the channel where flavor knows no borders. This is Food Around Me.
What do Americans eat to deal with a crisis? A burger the size of the moon. And Vietnamese. A bowl of raw pig's blood chilled like an ex's heart. Welcome to our list of 10 Vietnamese dishes that made Americans emotionally confused. Not just because of the taste but because of culture, history, and, occasionally, deep psychological warfare.
If you've made it this far, maybe your curiosity isn't average. Maybe you don't just eat to survive, you eat to understand, so don't just scroll away. Drop a thought in the comments, something only you would say. Like this video if it sparked anything inside you. And hit subscribe, not for the algorithm, but for the next question you never knew you needed. Because here, we don't feed the masses, we feed the minds that wonder.
Vietnam's raw blood pudding that shocks and seduces. To the untrained eye, this dish looks like something from an ancient sacrificial ritual. A bowl of raw, glistening blood-deep crimson, crowned with crushed peanuts and fragrant herbs feels more like a pagan altar than a dinner table. But in northern Vietnam, thịt kèn is a beloved drinking snack. It's what you serve at family feasts, ancestral death anniversaries, or spontaneous weekend parties with too much rice wine. It's made by mixing fresh animal blood, usually duck or pig, with fish sauce to slow coagulation. The liquid is then poured over a bed of minced meat, cartilage, and offal. After it sets like a dark, savory jelly, it's dressed with lime juice, herbs, and chili slices. And the taste, cold, metallic, smooth like velvet. But then, it surprises you with a wave of salt, fat, herbs, and umami hitting your tongue all at once. Pork organ porridge, a bowl of guts, literally. Pork organs, plain rice porridge, scallions, and a heavy dose of courage. To most Vietnamese, chow long is a warm, familiar breakfast. But to many Americans, it's more like a fear factor challenge in disguise. Inside that innocent-looking bowl is a full parade of organs: heart, liver, kidneys, stomach, intestines both small and large. All boiled, sliced, and neatly arranged like a polite invitation to confront your limits. The broth smells comforting: ginger, fish sauce, black pepper, and scallions wafting up like grandma's hug. Until your spoon scoops up something cold, slippery, unmistakably intestinal. And that's when it hits you. This is not breakfast, this is bravery. To eat chow long is to step into a world where flavor meets fear. It's not just about eating with your mouth. It's eating with your heart, guts, and soul. Lemongrass chili frog, Vietnam sexy chicken. Does frog taste like chicken? That's the classic question every foreigner asks when faced with frog legs for the first time. And the answer is, absolutely not. Frog is softer, more fragrant, and according to many Vietnamese way sexier than chicken. Especially when stir-fried with lemongrass and chili. In a sizzling wok, chopped lemongrass, fresh chilies, and garlic are tossed until fragrant. Then come the plump frog legs, juicy, golden, and glistening with spicy oil. The sound, a sensual sizzle. The smell, dangerously tempting. Vietnamese people don't just eat frogs, they celebrate them. From frog hot pot, Singapore-style porridge with a local twist, to earthy clay pot frog stews, the amphibian has climbed its way into culinary glory. But nothing beats lemongrass chili frog, a dish that hits your senses like a love letter written in spice. Why is it so irresistible? Because lemongrass and chili are known to stimulate the nervous system, triggering dopamine and adrenaline responses. Eating spicy frog isn't just a meal, it's a mild euphoria, a spicy thrill that lingers. In the countryside, this dish is a drinking buddy's favorite, cheap, easy to make, and dangerously good with cold beer. In the city, it's the kind of food you crave at midnight when your senses are tired and your soul wants to wake up, bite by spicy bite. It's not like chicken, it's frog with attitude. Grilled field rats, a Vietnamese delicacy born from the rice fields. Say rat to an American, and they'll picture filthy rodents in the New York subway, nibbling on leftover pizza and scurrying through the sewers. Say chut hen to a Vietnamese farmer, and you'll see them licking their lips. Because this isn't sewer rat, this is field rat raised on rice, fresh air, and open fields. Cleaner than factory farm chicken, by a mile. Grilled field rat has a golden, crispy skin. The meat is lean yet juicy, slightly fatty, and infused with the smoky aroma of charcoal and spices. Some say it tastes like chicken, others say like rabbit. But seasoned eaters will tell you it tastes like rat field rat, and that's a compliment. It's grilled whole and dipped in lime salt chili. In Vietnamese culture, rats are not symbols of filth, they're signs of a bountiful harvest. When the rice is ripe, the rats get fat. And when the rats are fat, it's barbecue time. It's not just food. It's the taste of Vietnamese countryside victory. Snake wine. A shot of courage in a bottle. In Vietnam, some bottles aren't just drinks. They're a test of guts, literally and figuratively. Inside a clear glass jar, you'll see a real cobra, cold as if ready to strike, its unblinking eyes staring right at the drinker. This isn't a gimmick. This is snake wine, a traditional herbal liquor, often infused with venomous snakes, scorpions, and sometimes even animal genitalia. Sounds terrifying, maybe, but to many Vietnamese men, snake wine is a symbol of masculine bravery. One sip is said to strengthen your joints, boost your blood flow, and yes, enhance your performance in bed. Modern science may raise an eyebrow, but in rural Vietnam, snake wine is more than booze. It's a cultural lesson. A liquid ritual of courage, moderation, and belief in ancestral wisdom. Bottoms up, if you dare. In Vietnam, there's a sound that signals rain is coming. Not thunder, not wind, but the clink-clink of pot lids at sidewalk snail stalls. Rain begins to fall, streets get slick, motorbikes honk nonstop. And under a makeshift awning, people start to slurp snails. TC hot means snail slurping. They're usually rice field snails or water snails, boiled or stir-fried with lemongrass, chili, and lime leaves, served in steaming bowls of bright red broth. Each snail is like a tiny muddy pearl from Vietnam's countryside, wrapped in spice and the smoky heat of a street vendor's pushcart. And forget forks, this isn't fine dining, it's finesse dining. You hold the snail in one hand, a toothpick in the other, lean in close, and slurp. If you're lucky, the snail shoots straight into your mouth. If not, you just sprayed snail broth all over your friend. But no one gets mad, because this is not just a snack. It's a ritual, a street-side tradition. A rainy season bonding experience, and in Vietnam, when someone texts you, "Snail time," you don't say no. Fermented shrimp paste, Vietnam's deliciously divisive bad boy. If fish sauce is the elegant queen of Vietnamese cuisine, then shrimp paste is the unapologetic bad boy, loud, polarizing, and irresistibly rebellious. Made from fermented baby shrimp, and DM team has a pungent, salty punch that assaults your nose before it hits your tongue, and yet, somehow, you start to crave it. Silkworm pupae. From high fashion to street snack. Once upon a time, silkworms were icons of elegance. Spinning delicate silk threads, they helped weave flowing gowns and shimmering eau dye, the haute couture of old Vietnam. Today, they're fried crispy, served with herbs and chili salt. From fashion to food, Vietnamese sustainability at its finest. To the Western nose, bold pupae can smell earthy, buggy, like nature is getting a little too close. Give them a hot wok, a dash of lime leaves, and a sprinkle of salt, and suddenly, they're crispy, nutty, protein-packed nuggets of surprise. In Vietnam, eating silkworm pupae isn't weird, it's resourceful. Thing CC, Vietnam's whole horse hot pot. Thing CC is a traditional dish of the Hmong people in Vietnam's northern highlands. The name alone sounds intense, like hooves pounding into earth. And yes, it involves a horse, a whole one. Meat, bones, heart, liver, intestines, lungs, blood, almost every part goes into the bubbling pot, everything except the ney. In the cold mountains, this dish isn't just food, it's a ritual of survival. It's warmth in the wine, brotherhood in a bowl, and courage in liquid form. You sit around a pot of thing cc, passing corn liquor back and forth, and you're not just eating, you're participating in a masculine rite of passage. To many Americans, the first reaction is, you ate the whole horse. They're not shocked by the taste, they're shocked by the philosophy. Western cuisine favors cuts, clean, trimmed, labeled, shrink-wrapped. But ting cc, it's raw respect, a lesson in not wasting life, in honoring the animal by consuming every part. Whether you find it fascinating or frightening, one thing's for sure, ting cc is not for the faint of heart. Cha Rui, autumn delicacy or psychological challenge. Cha Rui, a dish, is mysterious as it is seasonal. It only shows up for a few fleeting weeks in Vietnam's autumn. And for food lovers in Hanoi, it's a rare culinary treasure, the main ingredient. Polychaete worms, yes, actual sea worms with bristles, wiggly bodies, and a look that could haunt your dreams. But once mixed with egg, ground pork, tangerine peel, and dill, fried slowly until golden and crispy, this odd creature transforms into something utterly addictive. The magic of Cha Rui isn't just in the taste, it's in the triumph. You overcome the initial ick, and in return, you get a dish that's rich, delicate, citrusy, and completely unforgettable. It's not just food, it's a test of your courage. And those who pass, they don't just eat Cha Rui, they earn it. A spicy food journey that's weird, funny, but deeply cultural. Don't forget to like plus subscribe for more bizarre, amazing foods from Vietnam and beyond.